Hi, welcome back. This is video 40p and it's on electric cars and the weather's still very good. It's the 20th of September 2021. The business post here, just to go back to energy, I don't want to harp on it too much. It's on the heading yesterday, on Sunday. Ireland could lose new Intel mega plant as national energy crisis deepens. So just to show you, like, this has consequences, and our fancy government, our left-wing government, won't like to see some big company like that heading off to other parts because they can't have electricity. I have a little garden of potatoes, and I grew this fella. You can look at him this way. You can look at him this way. He's a funny little potato. You can just a novelty thing. And so now, just to deal with a bit more on update on electric cars. Real true education, not fake news. I don't have my background placard here, but that's not a big problem. Now, the Toyota RAV is a great car in a diesel. The Toyota RAV is one of the best cars you can get in a 2-litre diesel. However, they stopped making them and they now have a hybrid. And it has a petrol engine, and hybrids mostly have petrol engines, which are not as efficient as diesel engines. But the Toyota original RAV was 2-litre. This one's 2.5 petrol. So it must need that extra energy that the petrol gives. It's a bit more buzz than a petrol engine. But then it has the battery and it has the hybrid, the electric element as well, and you can change over back and forth. You can also charge at the house. But I would have thought that a 2.5 litre petrol engine, if it's used much, would sort of defeat the whole purpose of having electric in your car. Now, charging at home, a person I know applied to have the house wired for to charge electric car, and the first thing had to happen was the electric shower had to come out. The electric company would not allow a charging point and electric shower because it would overload the system. Clearly, if you had a row of houses and everyone had a shower in a car, you'd have fires happening, as simple as that. So anyway, the shower has to go, the electric shower that just comes on, and it is the most efficient because it just heats what you need. And that's the thing. So it has to be got rid of, and you have to go back to the old immersion type shower, and that's inefficient because you're boiling a lot of water to give you a shower. You walk out, you leave it there, and it cools. So I mean, is that not defeating the purpose as well? Now, I know for a fact they're very, very expensive to charge up. The electricity bill will go through the roof if you start charging at home. I see nobody charging one in Ballyborough. I see not one being charged in Cavan, but not too many. So they're very expensive to charge up. Now, there's an app to tell you if a charging point is free. And in one case, a person I know who's an electric car, used the app, but when they got there, the person that was finished was plugging out. But what the app didn't tell them, there was 3 people also trying to charge at the same time. 2 or 3, I'm not exactly sure. It didn't tell that, and this person couldn't charge. So you have to join the queue, and you could be 2 hours per charge, or an hour, whatever it is. So you could be 3 hours waiting. I mean, who has time to wait to charge up their car? Well, this will sink in when reality bites. Now, another day, this person went to a charging point, and it was vacant in accordance with the app. And it was a quiet time, but it wasn't working. It wouldn't charge the car. It wasn't working. So she rang the ESB, and they told her to tow it home. To tow it home. Now, you can't tow them. They're not like a petrol car where you can knock it out of gear, or a diesel car. They're connected, the motors are connected directly to the wheels. And if you tow them, it's good night. They're broke beyond repair, virtually. Cavan County Council bought one about 3 years ago, and they stopped on the road, and they thought they could tow it, and they towed it, and it never went since. It's growing grass somewhere in a dump. So you can't tow them, and people want to be aware of that. And imagine the car owners don't tell you this. You think that they'll be told, but there's so much hype that they won't tell you. They won't tell you that. You have to catch it and lift it with a special lifter up on a lorry and bring it away. And some people then are using diesel generators, which again defeats the whole purpose of it. Now, there's not enough gas to power the Irish electricity grid as it is. The usage of gas has gone down as the price has gone up, and our gas supply comes through 3 pipelines from Britain. And at the moment, we're getting no electricity from Britain because they're flat out, they haven't got it. And also, the gas is getting scarce. It's getting scarce. And therefore, how are we going to charge electric cars and run the whole power or fleet of cars and electricity grid when we haven't enough electricity as it is? Ford will not take electric vehicle as a trade-in because they don't do them. Apparently, they've told people that. I know people have been told it. And it's very hard to trade in an electric car. Very, very hard to get a trade-in on an electric car. And you'll probably lose money. You will lose money, in fact. You won't get much for it. Nobody wants them with all the problems there are. Now, they are handy for people about a town. They are handy for people about a town if they're not doing much mileage, not doing too many. And there is the fire hazard, don't forget about that. But, I mean, any little car will bring you around the town anyway. Present owners cannot go very far. I know people who cannot go very far. You simply cannot know if you'll get a charge, and you probably won't have time to get a charge. And this is called range anxiety. And so who has the time to wait on a charge? Now, it's really moving the emissions from the car exhaust to the power station chimney. Folks, I'm just giving you an update of what I have found up to date. I keep in touch with people. If you want to give me any ideas or any experiences, good or bad, that you may have or you may know about of electric vehicles, please comment underneath and I will try and see, can I report it? That's what we're all about, reporting facts, reality. Thank you. Give me a thumbs up, please, or a thumbs down. And we'll see you back for something else quite soon. Thank you.